and welcome to Kudos International Latte Show. The beautiful evening, the morning, the noon, and you can say from any parts of the world which you're watching today live or maybe watching this video later on. This show is going to be super amazing, super awesome, and super vibrating frequencies because we have an amazing guest from France. And when I say France, you have to check who is our great guest today. So let's check it out. Here is our phenomenal guest, Kevin Moreau. Welcome, Kevin, to our show. It's been a great privilege and honor for me to host you on the Kudos Latte Show for Kudos International.
Thank you so much, Supriya, for such a warm and magnificent welcome. Love that.
Well, Kevin, as I said, this show is going to be super amazing. But before we move forward and take a deep dive, people calls you more than Kevin, Mr. Mingle, social catalyst, and holistic coach. And there are so many questions popping up in my mind that who is exactly Kevin and why he has been called as Mr. Mingle. So, Mr. Mingle, without any delay, without any pause, let's go on. Let's enlighten the world and my lovely global audience with your super enlightened and inspiring life journey.
So yeah, I would love to be able to kind of wrap it up. That's the thing. So I'm neurodivergent, right? And one of the side of that is I'm a multi-passionate. So I have like hundreds of passions, which makes so difficult for me to sum it up. And I guess the very best way to really get it in a nutshell is that I love following my curiosity. I'm an adventurer at heart, kind of Indiana Jones of discovery. And I just love following everything that sparks my interests. What would you like to know? What would be interesting for you to explore?
Well, Kevin, this is really an inspiring platform where we are inspiring the world. So I am sure your life, when we say Mr. Mingle, social catalyst, this is just not for the words. You do have a very inspiring life journey. So let's enlighten, let's listen, let's know what exactly was or is your life journey.
So yeah, same. So I had many lives. Once again, multi-passionate. I've been a dancer. Actually, I am still a dancer, but I used to be a professional dancer back in the days. I worked in graphic design. I worked with Michelin star restaurants in south of France. I did many things, and I played on different fields and really enjoyed life like a playful little otter. And by the way, I would love to say a warm thank you for joining to my friend Jane Luong that joined the show. So we are Badgie and Oti. She's Badgie, the honey badger, and I'm Oti, the otter, and really want to celebrate this wonderful woman the way she deserves. And yeah, so my journey. Actually, it was very interesting how you will understand how it links to my current passion, really empowering others through their social relationships. So I mentioned I tried many things. I played in different playgrounds. And one of the reasons why is I'm widely different. I think different. I behave different. And I am absolutely unique, whether I like it or not, whether I want to hide it or not. And because of that, when I was a little kiddo, I stand out. And you know how kids are, they tend to not appreciate so much difference. They tend to be, let's say, cautious with difference, and they tend to reject difference. They tend to maybe discriminate or even bully people that are different from them. And that's exactly what happened to me. I don't feel so unique in that case because actually so many people are discriminated for any number of reasons, for the shape of their body, for the color of their skin, for their hobbies or kinks, or because they have a red hair. Like I heard about I met a guy in Ireland. He was bullied because he was a redhead in Ireland. Could you believe that? Like the country of redheads, he was still bullied because he was a redhead. To me, it doesn't make any sense, but it's the way kids are. So I've been bullied for years, and it wasn't quite pleasant, as you can imagine. It could have been worse, but it was still a very traumatic experience to me. And actually, I was bullied by my quote unquote friends, which made like knots in my mind and in my heart. I mixed love and pain. I mixed friendship and hostility and enemies. And I didn't know, what it meant, and it destroyed my self-esteem. It destroyed my self-confidence for a long time. I became very shy, became very closed off. And at the same time, I was famished for healthy, good, genuine, empowering relationships. And I didn't have, what my body and what my soul was requesting. And so actually, while I was suffering from that, and it took me a long while to recover from that, actually, I started to develop that for myself, to find better friends, to create healthy relationships for myself, and kind of reclaim and reconquer healthy relationships. And took me a long, long time. It took me decades, actually, but yeah, I finally did it. I built over time an exceptional, an amazing circle of friends, of deep, genuine, amazing people around me. And at some point, once I became a coach, I felt natural that, hey, you know what? So many people like me that whether they identify or not as misfits, which literally means misfits, right? People that don't fit. And I've been able to reclaim that. I stopped trying to fit in, and I found a way to belong with the right people, and actually starting to belong with myself, accepting my difference, accepting my uniqueness, and really connect with others through that. And in that journey, I really have been able to empower myself. And now I'm empowering others and inspiring others to do the same and really build a healthy relationship with themselves, with their friends, and with their connections.
Well, Kevin, I will say only one thing. After listening your life journey, which you said you're not unique, and I will say now you're really unique because when you get bullied by your friends whom you trust, whom you have great faith, and when that faith will get shattered, you have to make yourself very strong. And I will say only one thing after listening, you're incredible, most powerful, and most inspiring because trust me, you have inspired millions because I'm getting a lot and a lot of loves in the form of showers of blessings, lots of beautiful comments. The people who are cherishing you, they're just getting so much inspiration from your life journey. And I will say only one thing, as you said that you have been bullied by your friends, which you have broken your and made your self-esteem down. I will say only one thing, Kevin. People will shake you, hate you, break you, rate you. People will shake you, hate you, break you, rate you. But it's you who will make you. And that's what you have made, Kevin, today. That today I am hosting a great person, a very strong person who has been through lots of, roller coaster rides, but ultimately who came as a winner. So a big applaud for Kevin and all the beautiful, lovely people who are cherishing in the form of comments. Thank you so much. And let's inspire the world and let's go for the Skitters International Latte Show Coffee with Kevin. So, Kevin, my next question is really, really, really interesting. And I'm also so eager to know. You told me about your bully problems, your challenges, but in your life, I'm sure you would have seen other challenges too, which you had made today a very strong person. So, what were those very challenges you had gone through, and how did you overcome those challenges? So, that will add beauty to my question. So, once again, ready to hear all your challenges.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for this beautiful question. And yeah, that's a tough one, right? It's the one that many people will shy away from because, yeah, no, I'm not sure I want to talk about challenges. But actually, to me, it's a beautiful springboard. I'm a vulnerability advocate. I believe actually, and it's exactly part of what I will explain because I used to shy away from being vulnerable. To me, being vulnerable meant to appear weak. And I was feeling weak, as I mentioned. So because of that, all that bullying, I didn't have any confidence left. I was extremely shy, like excruciatingly shy. Like back when I was a kid, if a girl came to me and just spoke to me or looked at me in the eyes, I would turn tomato red and just was able to mumble. It was that level of shyness, right? Not always, not all the time, but much too often to my comfort. And it was awful. It showed up so many times, and actually, it showed up. I had to conquer it layers by layers. So discovering dance. Let's you know what. Let's go a little bit backwards. So one of the things that allowed me to break through the shyness and empower myself was role playing games. I don't know if you ever tried that. So back when I was a kid, it was still very hush hush. It was not so many people were doing that because it came with a lot of stigma, and it was really for the very nerdy, super nerdy people. And actually, at some point, I really had to kind of hide that. And there was a sort of witch hunt in France around the role playing games. But anyway, to me, it had been a revelation. It allowed me to explore new worlds, to wear new jackets of sorts, to take the role of a hero, of a wizard, of a man from space, an animal creature, any sort of things. And I was able to be whoever I wanted and to develop the strength that I wanted. So it really allowed me to empower myself a lot. Then when I discovered dance, it allowed me to conquer my own strength and my own body. I felt very weak physically, and by exploring dance, I started to really develop myself and get a brand newfound confidence in myself, a body confidence. And even then, even with that new strength and new confidence in dance, I was terrified of stage. I had major stage fright, which, as you can imagine, is a problem if you wish to become a professional dancer. So I had once again I had a stumble. I had a huge block, a huge rock on my way that I had to conquer in a new way. So yeah, to me, I met so many challenges, and actually the thing is, I was able to be persistent, not necessarily persistent in the situation itself, but really build resilience over time. And every time I met a new challenge, and every time I felt that challenge got me down and made me lose all my confidence once again, and I felt I can't do that. I'm not able to. It's beyond my capabilities. Actually, I was like, all right, you know what? I can step by step, tiny progress by tiny progress, I will make my way. Or if I feel, okay, you know what, maybe that challenge doesn't mean that much to me. So I would just try to go around the challenge or find another peak to climb, which would make much more sense. So yeah, that in a nutshell is kind of my take on that.
Kevin, I must say that those were never ever those challenges. I will say only the hidden golden opportunities in your life which you had made. I have not seen your dance, but as people are just giving the lovely comments, I'm sure you are a good dancer, and maybe on some other platform we can see that, because having those good, great qualities bestowed by God, Lord, you should be thankful. And dancing, when you said, it's really, really refreshes you, refreshes your mind, body, soul, and of course gives you that confidence which nobody can break it out. And that's what confidence I can see today, Kevin, on on your face, which you say you're a shy person, but I never felt you're a more confident person and a great, humble human being who is sharing his life journey on Kiddos International Latte Show. Great platform. So hats off to you. And once again, I applaud you for your challenges, which you say are golden hidden opportunities. All right. Well, moving this to this beautiful journey with Kevin, now I am pretty sure this question is going to be a key highlightener or lightener, or you can say awakening question, because till now I have heard about holistic coach, but first time I am hearing holistic coach. And when I was going through your bio, I was perplexed. I was thinking, what exactly is a holistic coach? And I'm going to shoot this question to Kevin. So, Kevin, kindly enlighten who is a social catalyst, why you have been called as a social catalyst, and a holistic coach.
I love that. Actually, you know what? You're the very first person to ask me that question on the show. So I'm super excited to answer it. And to me, so it's a play on the words. Very first. So you probably know about holistic coaching, right? To really have a holistic approach. And we discussed that about that before the show, that in India there is a very deep and profound tradition of really thinking life holistically, right? And really taking care of the body, of the emotions, of the mind, and the soul all at once, and really having a global approach. You can find that in traditions like Chinese traditions like Qigong. You have many traditions having that those type of approach. And to me, everything is connected. To me, that like everything we do is connected. Like if your mind is going sideways, it will impact your body, right? And it will impact your emotions, and your whole life you'll go in a spiral. And on the other side, if you start to having some meaningful wins in one category, it will slowly but surely impact all the other categories if you allow them, if you build a proper system, a proper structure to support that. So I really love that idea of having an holistic approach. And then, so what came to me, so I don't know if you know the Greek traditions, the Greek mythology, and in ancient Greece, the goddess of wisdom is Athena. And Athena has a pet, has an animal, a totem animal, which is the owl. And so that's why I call my coaching holistic coaching, because I really tap into ancient wisdom. So I'm from Europe, right? I'm not Greek per se, but still we share a lot of common traditions. So I really enjoyed playing with that, and I love using that symbol, the owl, the wise owl, as a deep representation of how everything is connected and how we can see beyond and further. So that's why I played with that. And the social catalyst, actually, I call myself like that. The idea is really to catalyze, like in science, a catalyst is an element that will allow a reaction, that will spark a reaction or accelerate a reaction. And that's exactly what I do. So I did that for myself. I've been able to create an amazing social life for myself. And now I'm doing that for others. I act as a catalyst so I can activate their social life. I can help them transform and transcend their social life and really access to the type of social life their hope and their desire.
Great one. Well, Kevin, let me tell you that being my chemistry subject, that was my favorite subject, and there, the catalyst word we use for which enhances the rate of a reaction without getting involved. So I can say that being a social catalyst, you are really enhancing the people's life because yes, when I can see people loving you in the form of their questions, in the form of your comments, I can say really you are enhancing everybody's rate of reactions, their involvement, their productivity, their going on. So keep doing your work. You are doing an amazing work. And here, I would love to draw the attention of my global, lovely audience who are with us and who will be watching this video later on. If you want to really do something in the form of a social catalyst, as what Kevin has said, or want to improve in the Owlistic coaching, this is really, really great because owl has considered to be a wise bird. So get connect with Kevin, make your life meaningful, successful, and transformation begin there and then. So thank you so much, Kevin, for this great, great, great answers. And thank you for solving my inquisitiveness of holistic coaching, being as a holistic coaching, and your social catalyst. So hats off to you once again. Well, moving to this lovely journey with my latte coffee, I would love to know now one thing straight from your heart, Kevin. And of course, the authenticity speaks a lot. What do you think about Kudos International? Anything straight from your heart?
Yeah, I'm such a fan of what Matt Allen created. I feel deeply aligned with that idea of really finding a way to collaborate, to put people first, to really see every single individual as a miracle, as a walking miracle, and as a collaborating miracle, and really trying to help as many as possible and really to redistribute resources and really make sure we all can express our brilliance. We can all shine as bright as we can in a healthy container, in a supporting container. So I really love what the Kudos community stands for. I'm a huge fan of Matt. I met Matt through Zion Inogieru, right, for our common friends, and really, I feel there is something. So you know what? I feel it's very interesting. I started to play with LinkedIn 10 to 15 years ago during my first run as a solopreneur. And back then, LinkedIn was very business. It was really about talking shop. It was very business, and not much room for the heart and really being, people centered. And I love the new approach. What is blossoming in the new LinkedIn. I saw an amazing evolution, and I feel like Matt and Kudos and you and people like Zion, we have with us Mike Ashabrana that founded the Hounds of Business, and giant shout out to my fellow hounds. I've seen Isabelle Fortin, Jason Forehand, Christine Vaughan in the comments. So huge shout out and so much love for all of you guys. And I feel we're really on the brink of disrupting the paradigm and really changing LinkedIn for the best. And yes, still doing business, and there is nothing wrong with that because actually business are creating a lot of ripples. It's creating resources, it's creating magic in the world. So we want good businesses. We want good, healthy businesses. So to me, there is nothing wrong with that. But led with heart-centered people. We want heart-centered people leading the show, not just shrinking numbers, not just focused on the goals and spreadsheets, but really taking care of the people one at a time and community by community. So that's my take on that.
Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And here is the crafter who has made this beautiful world of Kiddos Miracles, Kiddos International. Welcome, Matt.
Hello, thank you. Kevin, what an absolute pleasure to have you on the show. We've known each other for a little while, and I know some of the hounds of business. I've interacted with some of them across the short period of time that I've been on LinkedIn. And it is a pleasure to have them here in the audience watching you. And I'm sure they already know so much about you. They could probably tell us some more interesting stories than what you're going to share, I think, judging by some of the comments so far. But it's a pleasure to have you along. I love the approach that you have on LinkedIn. And it's, for me, the most important thing is that we are all people and we are there on LinkedIn as people, not as businesses, not as corporations, not as huge things that don't care about other people. We are there to support and give as much as we are to do business and to think about the future of ourselves and our families, our communities, and the world at large. And I've been inspired by you in the facts of the posts that you make and the information that you put out and our conversations in brief. And I am looking forward to whatever day we eventually actually get together. Hopefully we'll sort this one out and get together on our next appointment. My apologies that I've not managed to pull that off. I've had some technical difficulties, as you know. But in the meantime, you've enjoyed my kitty pictures, so that's been very good. I find it very hard, though, to believe that a Frenchman has difficulty approaching women and having confidence around girls. I find that very hard to believe. I met a few Frenchmen, and they're almost as confident as I am around women. Or at least when I was younger. Nowadays, I have no confidence. I just have shakes and wrinkles. Yeah. I'm looking forward to meeting you more and expanding a little bit on what I do and what things are about, because you don't really know the full story about Kudos as yet, but we'll get to that. I'm sure we'll discover more about each other as we go along anyway. It is wonderful to have you here. My pleasure and my gratitude for you sharing your life experience with us and all of the people out there. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Matt.
Well, thank you so much, Matt, and for these lovely words, and thank you, Kevin. So let's move forward. So, Kevin, are you ready for the next round? Because our next round says rapid fire round, where I'll be asking a set of questions, and you have to answer promptly. So, are you ready?
Absolutely. Sure, let's do this.
Okay, here we go. What is Kevin's favorite dream destination?
Oh, Mexico.
Oh,
Always.
very good. Your favorite color?
Oh, interesting. Oh, that's the thing. Multi-passionate, I had so many. So currently it would be yellow and purple.
Great. What is your favorite book? Which is your favorite book?
Yeah, same. I have so many, but there is one that is The Joy of Living, which is an amazing, amazing book. And the other one, it would be Big Panda and Tiny Dragon.
All right. Your favorite coffee?
Mocha with chocolate.
Awesome. Last but not the least, in your word, who is exactly Mr. Mingle?
Oh, so it's a very, very good question. So,
Okay,
Mr.
so answer
Mingle,
it.
it's basically myself in 10 years. It's myself in 10 years with um, all the improved confidence, all the incredible levels of success that I'm building right now. But actually, this is that person in 10 years that I already can access right now. And actually, I'm playing with that idea. I don't know if you ever heard about quantum jumping. And I'm it's one of the things I help my clients with, to actually build a persona similar to Mr. Mingle, based on role-playing games structure that I mentioned, and really be able to channel their bestest self. But right now, why wait 10 years? Why should we wait 10 years when we can have access to all that goodness right away? So
Awesome.
yeah, Mr. Mingle is my ideal self, which each is exactly me right now.
Well played, Kevin, for this beautiful round. I say rapid fire round. You answered really great. So hats off to you, and really, I don't have any words to describe your versatility, to describe your audacity, and I will only say only one thing, that with this life journey, when Kevin has faced so many hurdles of bullying and this and that, but at last, with a dancer has come out from all these hurdles. So, guys, let's remember one thing: people are there to shake you, rate you, hate you, break you, whatever it is. But what you are, that makes you. So keep making yourself, keep lowering, not lowering, you should say raising yourself, your morale, and to remember that there is no one in this world who can raise your morale or down your morale. So you have to be confident in yourself, believe in yourself, faith in yourself. And that's what says the morale, the basic, the root cause of Kiddos International Latte Show. So hope you stay happy, hale and hearty. Bye bye for now. And let's remember only one thing: have always a positive smile. Bye bye, everyone.